After a wonderful opening ceremony, it is time to begin Individual City League 2025, hosted by Massachusetts. And the first event, to kick off a 16-event marathon, start off here today, balancing, and the host, Massachusetts, is going to get the first run. Did not do good in this event in the friendly, so can they turn it around here? To start things off, in the league, definitely better than what they did in the friendly. Not quite, though, going to reach the end. So you see 124 centimeters an hour, defending champion, Illinois. Oh, that was an awful run. Camera didn't really catch it, but I am probably think, did I even reach 60? I guess they did. 64. Maybe pulling an abstract aquatics here, I'm not gonna lie. And now Aberdeen after a dominant friendly round. Let's see what they can do here. The camera didn't even catch that one, so I have no idea if they tripped, but that is even worse, I believe. And yes, they did do worse. 59, didn't even crack 60. That's the worst run so far in balancing between the qualifiers friendly round, or now this. And now Addis Abba hoping to do any better than those last two just did. And I don't think they will either. And it is better than Addis Abba, but only 61. Either Massachusetts did amazing, or the rest of the three are probably just going to be bottom three here. Surely Brokenheim can do better. They won this event in qualifiers, just dominated the entire qualifiers in general. And it is, well, looking no different here. That is very close to where Massachusetts fell off. It looked a little teeny bit worse, though, but, that's going to be very close. And, yes, they did! 125 is 1 centimeter better, and now El Hassis, the only event in the qualifiers they didn't get a medal in. So maybe inexperience is going to plague them here. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, just 70. Somehow that's still third. Somehow. Now, Omeo. Can they do better? Probably not. No, they didn't. 66 is still fourth. And now, try to the first half, West Me. Sorry if this records sideways for this part. Yeah, let's just start. And they fall all the way, they go to the end, and that's currently taking first. That's the first finisher so far in this event. So you see 130. Sorry. So yeah, this is the first finisher. Now the second half of the runs will kick off with Scottsdale. And they go in two! So you see another 130, obviously. And now, Paris, France. Can they make it 3 in a row? Not quite, but that is still a very good run. So 112 is obviously fifth. And now Brands, after having one of the most average qualifiers the marble could have possibly had, does better than that, and yes, they do go in as well. So it's now 3 marbles at the very least in that tiebreaker for the end. So you see Brands, obviously, that is a 130. And now, Jaya. Sorry if the camera recorded sideways. This did the same thing, I believe, in their qualifier run balancing, too, but they got last place in this event qualifier, so if they do the same thing here, I won't be entirely surprised. They won't do that! They go to the end as well! It's obviously, I mean, you don't really need to know what score that is. It's obviously a 130, let's just say. You probably already know how he finished, but for anyone who doesn't finish, yeah. Still gonna do it for that. Anyway, Leon. Very slow, and that was a very strange run, but it wasn't terrible either. So you see 101, just what they got in qualifiers in this event, and now Malopolska. Another very slow run, but that was better than Leon. 7th place, 123, so I can't believe they reached that far up yet, just the middle of the pack. And now Harpenden. Struggled in this event of qualifiers, but they finish it this time. So you see 130, obviously. And now Hamburg. Can they join that tiebreaker and make it 6? Not quite, or it wasn't even particularly close. Definitely not the worst runs, like some of the earlier ones we saw, but it's only going to be 5 marbles, just like in the qualifiers for the tiebreakers to determine who wins the event. There you see. 97, just like in qualifiers, the last runner gets 11th place. And now, just like also in qualifiers, we're going to have a top 5 that all finished. So here we go. Here it is for the tiebreaker. West Me goes in, trying to perhaps win the event this time. Now Scottsdale. Not great. They won't win. Now Brianza. About the same boat as Scottsdale, but it looked a bit better. How about Jaya? I'm about in the same boat as Brianza. Now Harbin. A last chance to stop West Me from winning. Will they do it? For now, I suppose they will. And we're going to take him back up again. West Me just missed that, and now Harpenden, if they just go into it, they will win. And they will! Harpenden is your gold medalist in the first event of this league, which they barely made it into to begin with, but they start on top in the first event here in balancing. So you see Harpenden and West Me. It's the bronze voting for the first event here. The standings of the first event, obviously, it's the same as the first event, and we'll see you in event 2, which will be the sprint in a couple days' time. So see you